Time for a Man in Gray book review. Tate Introductions Andy Warhol was written by Stephanie Strain in 2014, and it was published by Tate Publishing and is 80 pages long. Andy Warhol had an unlikely ascent to the art world. He was born in Pittsburgh, a shy kid who spoke English as a second language. This book actually contains a rare photograph of Warhol without his famous silver wig. It's taken in the 1950s when he was still an art student, I think. And he went from the shy kid from Pittsburgh to becoming one of the most famous artists in the world. Even people who don't know anything or care anything about art know about Warhol, and especially everyone knows his famous quip, "In the future, everyone will be famous for 15 minutes." Well, in Warhol's case, he was certainly famous for a lot longer than 15 minutes. In the 1960s, he was one of the most innovative artists in the world, always pushing the edge, pushing the boundaries of what was acceptable as art. And even his life kind of foreshadowed the future. In 1968, he survived a shooting by a deranged fan, which kind of foreshadowed the murder of Sharon Tate a year later by the Manson family. The reason Sharon Tate was singled out for killing was simply because she was famous, and Manson wanted to draw attention to a murder by killing someone famous. And then, of course, 12 years after the assassination attempt on Warhol, John Lennon was killed for similar reasons. Now, in between all the events of his life, he did all kinds of interesting, innovative things in art. He founded Interview Magazine, a magazine that's still being published. He became the manager for the rock band The Velvet Underground and designed the famous cover for their first album with a banana peel that you could peel off of the cover. And he also designed a Rolling Stones album cover, Sticky Fingers, which had a zipper involved in it. He experimented with silkscreen. He and Robert Rauschenberg were two of the pioneers of silk screening. One of his most famous silk screens, of course, was the silk screen of Marilyn Monroe, which he did shortly after her death. And, of course, the famous silkscreen painting of the Campbell soup cans, which probably one of his most famous and iconic works. He also experimented with filmmaking. This is a shot from his notorious 8-hour-long film Empire, which is just a camera pointed at the Empire State Building at night for 8 hours. A movie that was actually shown in a movie theater. And then, of course, his obsession with celebrities as well. Here's a silkscreen of Jackie Kennedy, a cropped image from the assassination, just moments before Kennedy's assassination. That's another theme that runs through Warhol's work, is his obsession with violence and the way that the media numbs people to violence. Some people dismiss Warhol as kind of a shallow character, but I think if you look more deeply, you find he had a lot of really piercing insights into the nature of mass media and the modern world. This book contains 60 colored plates of Warhol's most famous works, the ones I just showed you along some others. So if you want to learn more about Warhol's life and why he became so famous, this will be a good short introduction to his life. The book is Tate Introductions Andy Warhol. The author is Stephanie Strain. This has been another Man in Gray book review. Thanks for watching.